So, I think it's time for us to go ahead and start talking about the magical thing that is game number 2 between these two well known foes. On your left, you have a RedBirdGrad who's saying it's been fun. And on the right, well, TGE is baby sharking it like he is all tournament long. I'm Adirondack Rick, welcoming you to the quarterfinals match number 2 between these two. And joining me for this, we've pulled out somebody from his work duties, and he's finally come along to do some commentary for this tournament. Hello there, Mr. Liquid Husband.
Hey, Rick. Pleasure to be here. It is day one of a 2-week road trip for my normal talking job, so I thought I would slip on in here and try to call a race between two of my longtime friends and frenemies, RedBirdGrad and TGE. I love them both, and very excited to see them doing so well in this
Oh,
tournament.
come on, Liquid Husband. You've got to, since you do this for a professional career, how about you announce these two like you would if they were at your game?
Well, here's the thing. About 18 feet from me is a sleeping 4-year-old girl.
Okay, we won't do that then. We won't do that then. We'll keep the plasma
I
baby
can do the.
sleeping at this point in time.
I can do. I can
Because
do
I
the.
don't.
If they're away team, if they're on the away team, we would have now entering the race in the green borders, Redbird Grad.
Boo! Now, because we don't want a third commentator joining us for this in the form of Plasma Baby, which would not be necessarily the fun for all of our ears, I guess we'll just go ahead and keep it like this. RedBirdGrad, TGE won game number 1. If he wins this, he's on his way to the semifinals. Race number 1 came down to wood arrows under the lake.
Yeah. TGE checked it. Redbird didn't. That plus a lot of time spent with feudal combat in levels 6 and 8 really sunk Redbird, but we are underway now, and once again, starting over in the Dead Woods area.
So your strategy over here is to get towards the open caves, maybe make your way over towards the graveyard and check the Armos and then loop around. I mean, there's strategies that many different people will go ahead and use throughout all this. And we do have Gorias and Lionels on the overworld.
Yeah. I wouldn't be super upset about that. Although seeing Gorias and now, Gibdos on the overworld, that takes away two of the more friendly bomb-dropping enemies from the dungeons as a possibility. As we see TGE, he went west. Redbird did not, and he found a candle. Redbird has found an arrow shop, which is something he never found last the other night.
And that was like 1 minute into the race, so it's just pretty much laughing at him at this point, just throwing a little extra salt in the wound. TG finding a blue ring shop 245. Also, the mid secret was valued at 29 rupees.
Yeah, I mean, for the medium secret, as long as to me, that's the key of the money in a seed. I mean, you can meme all you want about a big or small, large secret, but as long as the medium secret is reasonable, you should be okay. And I know, like the arrows thing with Redbird last game, I know that is what he wants his very first purchase to be in every single race. So I know it was disheartening for him not to be able to find that.
I will point out that the door repair is 17 rupees. Unfortunately, RedBirdGrad has hit two of them now to be bankrupt, but 17 is not a bad door repair charge.
No, it's not, and I mean, the more of those you can get out of the way early, when you don't go into the negatives, I guess you could say the better, as we cross off some more Armos spots here.
Have you been asking for negative rupees?
I did. I think it would be an interesting take on things, to where if you kept getting door repairs, you would have to climb your way out of that hole as we find our first dungeon.
Aptly number 7. Wasn't level 7 where the silvers were in game 1? I can't remember.
They were in level 7, yes, and it was, a very late discovery. TGE with a large lead went there and found he went through level 9 and found both items there first, and then when he left, he made the correct play of his remaining dungeon possibilities to check out level 7, found the silvers, and was on his way.
A kinetic key opportunity coming up here in this room with the red Tektites, and they are rolling at 1 or 0 HP, which will give TGE a chance to at least line something up. RedBirdGrad suffering a death over in the desert. TGE trying to be a little patient, and unfortunately couldn't hold the door long enough.
And now he has a key, so he can't do it.
I like turtles.
I like the idea of up-Aing here and coming back later.
Yeah.
Don't want to waste too much time early in a dungeon where you're not progressing.
Especially a dungeon the size of level 7. By the way, it is looking like we did find level 5 over here. It is looking like that our Armos item might well be over at the grave. Yep,
Yeah,
it's at the grave.
I'd say so. Well, it's not a difficult. It's not too difficult to get to it from start. So, I mean, that's a check that they'll be able to handle. As TGE will probably not be able to handle this room unless he's gonna go ahead and use bombs here.
Gets himself a map. That looks like a whale.
It does kind of look like the shoulder logo for the Hartford Whalers.
Where's Brass Bonanza when you need it? Oh, a mugger room found. That's really, really fun when you have no rupees and a max bomb capacity of 8. RedBirdGrad about to find this level 5 as well. And thankfully got in before he took the death.
Yeah, that was close. Bomb capacity, not really something you want to give up this early as... Live by the sword, die by the sword. Hoisted on his own petard there. TGE dies from a boomerang to the back.
RedBirdGrad seeing that screen and going, nope, if you want me to go to that screen, you're going to force me to that screen.
Looks like TGE might be interested in that Grave Armos now, though.
Absolutely, because that Grave Armos not only does give you a free item, but it could tell you a lot about where this wood sword could be.
Yeah, I mean, if it's the ladder or the red candle, it really opens up an extra world of possibilities. As Redbird's going to check the coast here a little bit.
Yeah, first he's going to get inside of here, find out that it's a key with some expensive bait, and the item is a heart container. So if it's the ladder, it's nothing as far as the wood sword is concerned. GG finding one other one of those take any roads and is contemplating finishing off the tour, but wants to get back because he, I think, is down to where that Grave Armos is.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he checked the one at the Vanilla Blue Ring shop or
not.
Nope,
he did not.
But still, I mean, having an any road over here, he's probably going to make that play.
Well, the other thing is with TGE is he can screen scroll his way over towards what we've now called the Death Armos screen, the Vanilla Blue Ring shop.
That is true, yeah. But if he were to have not found the Armos item here, that certainly would be his next play.
And it's the raft, which means the wood sword could very well be on one of those two islands too.
I had forgotten to mention the raft, but here we go.
Oh, nice dodge there by TGE, avoiding the sword from the Lionel, and we get ourselves another key in bait shop. Looks like RedBirdGrad's getting himself back over here, so that way he can get to the Armos, and he knows that this Grave Armos is going to be where the Armos item is.
Yep, he'll probably check he'll probably grab that and check the one open cave over here. Then I gotta think he's reassessing his game plan at that point.
Yeah, and RedBirdGrad has learned as this tournament moves along that the fact that the wood sword that could be behind the Armos item means that the islands could very well be where the wood sword is.
Yeah, you learn something new every day, right? If you try, I guess.
Oh yeah, absolutely. TGE down to a half a heart. This is not a place where he wants to take that death. So he's going to reassess his screen scroll here, get the enemies reset, then try this again, where he does pull it off this time. Now he needs to get through this nasty screen.
Yeah, that's going to be a tricky one to get to the spot he wants to bomb, for sure.
Yeah, but he wants this open cave more than anything first.
Yeah, definitely so, as we're still, you almost feel, 8 minutes in, if you find this sword there, you almost feel like you have big-brained it a little bit, so...
Yeah, TGE getting around the Lionel and the Gibdo.
It's a dungeon, though.
It's a dungeon. It's level 8, which is a health replenishment for TGE, as RedBirdGrad now starts himself back. The unfortunate thing about a Lost Wood start, or a Deadwood start, that is it can get rather tricky to get back to where you want it to be if you take deaths.
Yeah. Now, seeing TG sticking with this level 8, I wonder, I've got to think his hope here is that he doesn't have to, that he can grab a Triforce and look to abandon this from here on out. Because otherwise, I don't know why you would try to go into level 8 with such little firepower this early in the race.
Unfortunately, he finds another mugger. That's 2 of the 3 of this seed. Also, the small secret is 20 rupees. Unfortunately, TG getting bopped around. Thankfully, was able to get around the enemies. And 1 and 8 side by side.
So far we've found 4 dungeons, and they've each been in kind of paired off in 2s.
Well, that's a fun screen to come out to, and there's really no way that TG is going to get around this room here. So, I mean, he's trying to make his way to the key door and find himself a free item on the floor at this stage. And unfortunately, the answer is nope. You're not going to, unless the Tektites are the priority enemy. RedBirdGrad getting out of that boomerang.
Well, he got rid of the dark nut. But,
yeah, now he's got to hope
the bunny.
Yeah, he's got to hope that the Poe's voice goes away. Well, 50-50.
RedBird, meanwhile, trying to do the northeast exploration.
Gets bombs for the effort.
But now he's got to figure out what he can do with them.
This room that TGE is, that he just up and aid, is not guaranteed to be where the map is either because of that locked door. But RedBirdGrad Casino Corner. That's where
always
you get
the
your
northeast, man. It's always the northeast. I mean, it isn't always, but it seems like it's always the northeast.
So TGE may be spending too much time trying to do things without a sword. Now RedBirdGrad, if he can stay alive, can do a whole lot more, start to get some more locations found.
Yeah, he's looking for some bomb dropping enemies for sure, and he gets one there.
Finds a potion shop. Not much you can do at this stage. I mean, you could find out how much your potions are, because I think he does have the letter, but...
Yeah, in the interest of text brevity, he tends to skip out on that unless he actually wants to make the purchase.
107 rupees for the large secret. So 29, or yeah, 29 and 107. And here's the first candle for RedBirdGrad.
Yeah, he's making up.
Oh,
I know he didn't want to die there, but TGE spent a good deal of time with a candle and bombs that RedBird did not have it. So this is a chance for him to kind of make up for a little bit of lost time there.
Wondering exactly what
he's gonna find that arrow shop. He's gonna buy some.
Oh, yeah. I'm wondering what TGE is considering to do at this stage. Yeah, I mean, he is trying to screen scroll his way to the grave. Maybe he's trying to make his way towards the Yeti roads, get himself towards the northeast corner a little faster. RedBirdGrad about to pick up 20 here.
My bad. I had thought that the medium secret was 29, so that's why I had given it some praise. I apologize.
Yeah, small's 20, medium is 29, and the large is 107.
Yep. We found a bomb shop just now. It's, hidden by a bomb, but it was there.
And that's the first one of those we've seen, so it's possible that that could be the rare shop. Now, TGE is just a couple of screens away from being able to get his sword as long as he doesn't take a Lionel beam. And there is the sword for TGE. And RedBirdGrad is definitely a runner that's got a lot of high-end combat too, so it'll be interesting to see how RedBirdGrad stabs these levels once he does find them.
Yeah, he has the high-end combat skills, but he has two things there that are working against him. One, he very notably has not played as much as other people in recent time. So he is self-admittedly rusty. And two, he plays Randomizer on emulator versus console, and so it isn't quite the same as he's discovering a good dungeon to find level 3.
Yeah, level 3 is a pretty solid find. I mean, it's not necessarily as lucrative. Oh, early Triforce in 3, and you got no keys. I think you're done with level 3 for now.
I did talk to Redbird a little bit in between last race and this race, and he told me his goal is to one and done as many dungeons as possible. So I suspect he's gonna leave, and here we are with dungeons in pairs again, as there's level 4. But I suspect he's gonna leave 3 alone as long as he can.
Oh, well, that's fun. I think we're done with level 4. Well, we're gonna try to jimmy that door open by going down to the screen to the south. And now TGE is gonna go ahead and do the screen show, try to get us over towards the lake area. So we have found levels 1, 3, 5. Oh, almost got bananaed. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8 so far, if I remember correctly.
It was 7, not 6.
Oh, 7 and...
Yeah,
7, not 5. Yeah, that's right.
No, we found 5. It's just not 6. 5
we found...
and 7. Yeah, 5 and 7 were in the forest together.
Hey, look, we found level 9. There we go.
Nice.
1, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9 now, which means we're down to 2 and 6, and one of them, well, there's 2 right there, so level 6 is going to be our item block dungeon.
Dungeons in pairs, yet again.
Wait, it's not guaranteed to be, because we haven't found that white sword yet.
Yeah.
This is
8 of the 9 dungeons are paired off basically in 2s on the overworld here.
And nice kill of that Gleeok for RedBirdGrad. That's that high-end combat that we're speaking of. This level 2, name that ink plot.
Oh, nice pickup there for early combat work.
Wand, yes. For those who want to do white sword damage, but not pick up the white sword yet.
Yeah, and it's tricky because the book is so powerful in these flag sets, being able to see the maps, but, well, that's the end of level 2 for us.
Yep, we're going to have a return trip to level 2, so RedBirdGrad's philosophy of one and done is going to come to a done. That didn't make sense. Just smile and nod here.
Okay, so the small secret is 20.
Yes.
That's what it... Okay, wow. That's what I was like. I could have sworn the medium was 29.
Yep.
And then it just showed up. Okay.
Small's 20, medium is 29, and the large is 107. As TGE gets the Triforce out of level 3 with no keys, he's done with this level 3 as well.
Yeah, and one place that these two definitely differ is in their key philosophy. Redbird is infinitely more prone to buying and using keys. TGE, kind of like me, is probably a little overly stingy with his key resources.
TGE about to find this level 4. And because of the same reason here, he's probably going to, well, find out that he can't do anything about that. Probably try to jimmy this door open and then abandon this 4 as well. So we're going to see a little more of this level 4 from TGE than we did from RedBirdGrad.
Yeah, like if this was an early map or harder Triforce, then yeah, a huge advantage there.
Level 4 looks like a hurricane symbol.
Yeah, so we've got a whale and a hurricane. This is all one franchise going on here.
I mean, it could also look like the penguin. We got whiz ropes in this 4.
Redbird found another large secret, so he is maxed out on rupees for the moment.
So a little bit about these two competitors as we search up this level 4, as CG gets himself a key and RedBirdGrad's wanding down these Gibdos. RedBirdGrad ended up beating Big Slam Moo to get himself into this round, the quarterfinals round. And the Greenleaf Effect ended up winning 2-0 over Fred Coughlin. And there's the key purchase for RedBirdGrad.
Yeah, with right on cue. He hasn't found an arrow shop, and there's an interesting item, speaking of arrows.
Silver arrows in level 4 for TGE. Can't do anything with them now.
Yeah, I feel like in theory that's going to be an easy find for Redbird when he goes back to 4. It's just a matter of actually doing that, and whether or not he's exhausted himself on trying to find wood arrows in the meantime.
I mean, this is not a bad money seed, so if RedBirdGrad buys wood arrows, that's not the end of the world.
Yeah, absolutely not. He will buy repeatable resources like keys until the cows come home, not feel bad about it. But you know, a lot of it often depends on the things he has. He also buys like arrows, but I know he's not gonna buy a blue ring 2 seeds in a row, most likely.
TGE running himself into a Goma. Goma said no, and he goes back to start. It's going to leave this level 4 for now. Finding level 9 over here, and then he'll find level 2 in just a moment as well. The winner of this pairing gets the pairing of Sci-Town versus Captain Green. Whoever wins that matchup. And they're playing Game 3 right now as we speak over on SpeedGaming.
Neither of those an enviable task, if you ask me, but it'll be an interesting matchup no matter which 2 of the 4 advance.
I wholeheartedly agree with you on that. And at this stage in the tournament, none of these matches are easy. There is the Triforce in level 7 for RedBirdGrad.
Yep, and that is going to be all we see of level 7 for now, I got a feeling.
Yeah. You don't have the map. Guess what?
What?
Our overworld block this time around is going to be the White Sword item.
Is that so?
Because here's level 5 for RedBirdGrad. That was the last one that we're missing.
6? We still haven't found 6.
Oh, no, never mind.
This is the one that TGE found that has the whale, yeah. And now
remember, we remember We had a conversation earlier about the Whalers logo.
Yeah. I'm not going to say the white sword item isn't blocked. And I'm not going to say Redbird isn't going to accidentally find it, not realizing that it could be blocked.
Like he did in earlier matches. GG's going to find out about his ladder block here real soon. And we're getting to see a little more of this whale from RedBirdGrad. TGE, when he was in here, was swordless.
We have a staircase. Let's see what's here. Ah.
Not what you want to find.
It is the superior model, but I can totally understand not wanting to pick that up. And there's your ladder block.
And RedBirdGrad does have the money to pay for the toll this time around. And is greeted by an enemy he cannot kill at this time.
Funny how that extra boss's flag works.
Yeah, you find bosses everywhere you don't want them to be.
He knows he doesn't have to clear that room unless it's a magic staircase to the Triforce. So moves right along.
Yeah, I think that will be one of the last rooms we'll see him complete after he swings off this, or finishes off this west side. And there's our bait block. It's unrequired.
Fucking absolutely categorically nothing. Somehow I get a feeling those two rooms connect to each other by a staircase.
I'll allow it. Old man's taking my lines for me.
Ah, it's nice when they deliver the script in the game for you.
Yes.
Oh, that's useful.
Oh, it's on the other side. RedBirdGrad's gonna say, nope, we're heading back in that direction.
Yeah, what a weird, like, having to start right in the middle of the whale there. If it's on either end, you gotta go all the way back around, and that's what we're experiencing here with Redbird.
TG hoping to pick up some bombs, unfortunately down to the 1. Gets a take any for his efforts, however.
At least he checked the forgotten spot.
Yes, indeed, because we've had races where they've forgotten to check the forgotten spot, and, well, bad things happen. RedBirdGrad's gonna have to use up his last key, and then there's the Triforce right there for the taking.
Yeah, thank goodness it was free.
And now RedBirdGrad with 3 Triforces over the Greenleaf effect at this point, and race number 2, a do-or-die race here for RedBirdGrad.
Yeah, the one big advantage that TGE has on Redbird is something he can't even use at the moment because he doesn't have the bow.
That bow's probably in level 7.
TGE's hoping it's an 8. Or 1. I guess 1 was up here as well. 1's probably the play to make.
Yeah, you're gonna go in 1 first before you go into 8 anytime, but you're hoping to find some bombs before you do. And there's some bombs right there for RedBirdGrad. TG wisely getting into level 1 before he takes a death. That would have been a really bad place to take a death.
Besides, it's worth his 1 key there, and I tend to agree. Now, he just might get a little locked out here. Oh, there's one room down there.
There's one room there, and then needing bombs to get anywhere to the north. GG's gonna leave and try his luck with the enemies outside. Doesn't get anything from the give, though. Looks like TG is going off to other pastures in order to try to get something out of this seed at this point.
Yeah, Death Mountain's not really the place you want to try to farm bombs. It's usually the place you're trying to use bombs.
Unfortunately, RedBirdGrad had the 9 and 0 on the count with the 2 hearts falling there, and then one decides it's not going to drop anything. Of course, that's always the way it is when you need bombs.
Yeah, he's going to get another chance here on this last one, and nothing, of course.
Yeah, that's the way the game always works.
So at this point, does Redbird know he's down to just... Like, I feel like he's seen everything at this point, except for 6 and the white sword item. Or no, he hasn't been up to Death Mountain to see 1 and 8. That's right.
Yeah, he has not seen 1 or 8. Bottom of the waterfall has our magical sword, which you definitely can't touch at 5 hearts.
It would be huge for Redbird to go just check East Death Mountain right now.
It's a tough
with a couple of bombs.
It's a really tough call to make when you only have 3 bombs.
Very fortunate to basically avoid Death Mountain altogether in the last race, so...
But this time around, he's not going to avoid it, and he will find levels 1 and 8. However, he could be running into the same problems we saw from Greenleaf Effect as far as his equipment and loadout is concerned. No keys, and when he goes into 1, he will only have 1 bomb.
Yeah, the no key will hurt because the key door gives you the map, which then shows you need to go the other way and use your bombs.
And because of this configuration of Death Mountain, there's no way to jimmy that door open. I can see RedBirdGrad at least making an effort to get through this room, however.
He's just hoping for a drop.
Yeah.
No.
And he does get a drop, and it's bombs, which will maybe prompt him to check that north wall, which is actually going to work out for him.
So he gets through there, and TGE is headed back to level 7. Briefly. I think he actually wanted level 5. Oh no! He didn't get the heart pickup either, did he? Yeah.
No. That's unfortunate for RedBirdGrad because as he did not leave that room, it will not be back. But it did allow this door to open up for free.
Yeah. Yeah, he got the weird pirouette. And he sees what we all have seen.
So, while this was not a good situation here for RedBirdGrad, actually turns out to be a pretty solid win here for RedBirdGrad in a way.
Yeah, if he can...
and he knows that this is a heart, so he's just going to leave this room behind for now. And he got a key in that room, so...
This is kind of like Vanilla 2. You just kind of go up and down each column until you can't, you know.
Mm-hmm. TGE going into 7 at this point. Nice bomb drop there for RedBirdGrad. This room potentially a drop room. We have not seen either item of this level 1 yet.
Yep, because we've seen the heart be on the coast. We know that's not the floor item here in level 1.
And I don't think RedBirdGrad's too upset about missing on that heart. I mean, of course, he would love to have it. Power bracelet in 1!
That's Yeah, outside of maybe the bow or the any key, that might be best case scenario right now for Redbird.
With forced overworld blocks turned on, that's a solid find, especially since we found out that the raft did not really lead to anything that we know of at this point. That bottom room is going to be where the Triforce is. TGE getting the Triforce out of 7.
Of course. Of course it is.
So, RedBirdGrad's going to need to get one more key in order to get this Triforce at some point. Dodging the fireballs, trying to dodge the Pole's voice. Was able to get out. TGE buying a key.
It looks like it may also be where the item is. Oh, no, there's still a room we haven't checked here, up here.
Yeah, you got one room south of here, and then you have the Triforce room. Unfortunately, RedBirdGrad not getting a key in this room. Would love to see a key in this room. It's a back to start for RedBirdGrad, but he knows that's the room that has the item in it.
Yeah, good knowledge to have. You just hate to spend the 45 or 50 seconds more heading back up there.
Yeah, RedBirdGrad is hoping
that room out to see if he had. He probably couldn't remember if he had cleared that room out or not to see if a key would drop.
I actually think he was trying to clear that room to get a potential heart, maybe. That was the reason I thought it was. Because right now at 2 hearts, you're on death potential if you wind up getting hit by a blue Darknut.
That is very true.
Alright, back into this room. Get into the staircase first, find out what we have inside. It's the recorder, so RedBirdGrad has found everything that could be blocking his either white sword or level... whatever that level that I keep getting wrong. It's level 6. Now, RedBirdGrad's hoping that this will drop. Oh, he wants that heart, although that heart wouldn't... Oh!
Yeah. Little does he know he's one screen away from another dungeon where he might be able to find another key.
And he's gonna leave right now. Check this screen, find level 8. So 2 solid items here for RedBirdGrad found in level 1. Now can he find something in this level 8? He would love to find 1 key. 1 key so he can get that Triforce in 1.
Yeah, but he can certainly do a lot more, combat work in level 8 than the last time we saw any significant amount of time spent in here.
Yeah, because Greenleaf ended up getting to this point here and opted, no, he didn't have any bombs. Nope, he couldn't spend the money. Nope, I'm out of here. We did find a bomb wall to the south, though.
Yeah. Have we seen what's on the raft spot over here on the east side?
I am not 100% confident. I don't think RedBirdGrad's been over in here, so this could still be something over here. Oh, it's switch ropes in this level. Great. And it's not a level, but it's the white sword item. It's the red ring.
Wow. I mean, that's a huge item for sure.
Especially with the deaths we've been seeing in this seed here, that is huge for TGE. As RedBirdGrad now has 2 keys in his arsenal. Make it 1.
Question becomes, will he hang on to one of them?
I think he will, under all circumstances, attempt to. RedBirdGrad's going to do everything he can to stay on that block and stay away from those red lamos. And ladder in 8.
That's a big one.
Death Mountain is stacked. RedBirdGrad now going to check this right side. 2 bombs. Don't be troll dongos. So far they're not. Well, that one wasn't. The other 2 now, the other hand. You can get the double bombs.
Yep, that one. He will definitely take that and find.
Level 8
something.
Looks like a telephone of sorts, like those old.
It does look like a telephone.
Yeah, a rotary phone, like the chat is saying.
But I could get behind the Liberty Bell as well.
Well, especially since there's that big crack in it. Hi, Philadelphia. So the mugger is blocking off 4 rooms.
That's not an insignificant amount of rooms to be completely blocked off from.
I agree.
Redbird remembering now he has the recorder.
Now we do know we need that ladder because of level 2. We were blocked from getting the Triforce there. Obviously we got the item, which was the wand. TGE's back at this level 8 as well.
Yep, and he's doing so with a significant life advantage over Redbird.
But he doesn't have a bomb right now, and that's what he needs to get to the south wing where the ladder turned out to be.
Yep, we are going to see what's over on the left here, at least to a certain extent. There's a double block room, but
Shadow Door makes a no.
And no bombs means he can't check out what's on the other side.
Mm-hmm. And because he doesn't have any bombs, he can't get the map either from the Dodongos.
Oof. The question becomes...
Old man is trolling TGE at this point on both sides.
Now TGE is probably going to find his Triforce here at a level 1, whether he means to or not.
Mm-hmm. And there's the Triforce for TGE out of level 1, giving him Triforces out of 1, 3, and 7. We're tied at 3 Triforces apiece. He's back in the 1 now with the map. Obviously, with the map in hand, knows that he has to get up to this northern side to get the 2 other items in this level.
Oh, huge find for Redbird.
Compass allowing him to know which room he needs to go towards. And I know there's some people that have this strat. Go towards the Triforce, and maybe you'll find the second item along the way. That's a transport staircase.
Certainly what he was going for there.
Mm-hmm. Makes a whole lot of sense.
Oh. He's gonna see if he can sneak something out of these rooms out of the left here.
Well, that manhandler's gonna sneak it to him. Free pass back to start. Now, I want to point out there's one little peculiar room there, south of that map.
Oh yeah? Oh, is that was one he didn't get into?
I don't know if he got into that room or not. But RedBirdGrad now with the key in hand is gonna head back to level 1 and get this Triforce. Odd Triforces for RedBirdGrad. Would love to add an even in level 8.
Yep, and then I would think he'd probably be heading back to level 2 pretty quick at that point. He might go ahead and do it right now.
And because he does get that Triforce at level 1, he's got an instant flute location. RedBirdGrad's going back to level 4, which we know is going to be a good decision for him, because that's got the silver arrows.
Indeed it does. And he's going to force himself down in that direction, which is the right play.
I am surprised he chose to spend that key. I'm surprised he did not try to burst that door open by leaving and going back in.
Yep. TGE now has gotten everything out of level 1, so...
Yep, we'll probably see him go back into level 8 now with bombs in hand. And we know TGE is a competitor. He would love to end this series right now. RedBirdGrad using some candle boost in order to get himself past those blue whiz robes.
Yeah, I don't think the candle boost quite worked the way he intended it to, and he had to just rely on being good at moving around, and fortunately he has that in his arsenal as well.
He's still living, so it was a success. May not have turned out to be according to the playbook, but sometimes you fumble the snap.
Yep, well, this is definitely the room he wants to be in. I'm pretty sure this is where the silvers were.
You're correct. Alright, major items. That is now another major item for RedBirdGrad, and we're really just looking for the bow for Triforce and Go. You know about the bow.
I do, Bo knows.
I'll be surprised if I don't see a bow emote in your chat, in this chat real soon. Otherwise, the peasants will be revolting, just like that old man said. So remember, TGE tried to bully himself past the Goma here. Couldn't get past anything else, and went back to other section. So there's the ladder for TGE. He was able to get it without the map.
So now RedBird's just trying to figure out what enemy do I need to kill to get out of this level 4. Fortunately, Manhandle did not roll up.
Mary had a little lamb. Our recorder tune for today. That was a room that we did not see RedBirdGrad clear, so it turned out not to be any penalty for him. Although we already know that the Triforce was on the other side of this level 8. Based on the compass that he got.
Yep. Just still searching for that extra item.
And this is where not having the map is going to hurt TGE, because he'll be blindly checking rooms. And some of them will be rooms, but some of them will not be. RedBirdGrad's going to have to be careful here, because if he takes a death, or rather takes the hit, he would have been dead before he got that fairy.
And his reward was another different, more kind of Landmola, and nowhere to hide. No right side of the room, no blocks, no anything. Just
nice invincibility frames. And that is a solid kill right there for RedBirdGrad.
That's pro right there. I mean, it looked like he was just standing and flailing, but the timing on those sword and wand hits was pretty impeccable.
They were. So where is this Triforce? In this level 4. Well,
we're about to find out. Looks like
it's
Goma,
that Goma.
maybe?
It's that Goma. Oh, yeah, it's that Goma. We need the bow to get the Triforce out of 4. So back to level 3 we go, which had that early Triforce.
Yep. Speaking of Triforces, TGE found the Triforce in level 8, and will probably be on his merry way from there now at this point. With no map, he got one item and the Triforce out of there. That's probably about as good as you can ask for.
And you got the recorder, so you can go back if you have to. Is this the item? One room past the Triforce. No, it's not. It's a segmented 3.
Everyone's favorite. Segmented small dungeons.
And as you can see, it's got a few rooms to that segment. But if you're RedBirdGrad, you're hoping this is the room that pushes. It's not.
Nope.
Sounds like
TGE has not seen the item yet in level 5,
Nor
so he'll be in for a pleasant surprise.
Nor has he gotten the Triforce out of this 5 either. He was kind of arsenal blocked at that stage. Another room that could be a push block for...
Yeah.
And it's not.
Interestingly enough, he's heading directly towards the Triforce here, though.
Yeah, if he spends that key. TG sees the bloomerang, says no, gets open that door. There's the Triforce.
Yeah, incredible intuition there. That was pretty impressive.
And with that, TGE has taken the lead on the Triforce count 5-4.
And he's heading the same place as Redbird.
Gonna have to spend his one and only key as well. Reverse C, but not an item.
Could be here.
Diagonal blocks is the item.
There she is.
Well, we get ourselves some literature. Free maps. So the bow now.
Road maps.
So the bow right now is either in 6, 7, or 8.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, I think Redbird's probably now going to put that power bracelet to use.
I almost put a death to use there too. Gets a medium secret of 29. Saves. And we're going to see the recorder get used in just a moment as well.
TGE clearing out level 3 in about 5 rooms.
Yeah, he took the staircase and was able to get it faster than RedBirdGrad did. RedBirdGrad checking the recorder. And recorder is not level number 6. So the power bracelet is going to be where level 6 is. So the question is it the Lost Hills power bracelet? Is it the one near the fairy fountain? Or is it the one at the grave? I think RedBirdGrad will soon find... I mean, if he takes the raft spot, he'll find the red ring in just a moment, but... I don't know how you feel when you could have had that, like, 15 minutes ago. TGE finds level 6.
Yep.
And Chad was right. I mean, it wasn't guaranteed, but if it was going to be an overworld block, it was going to be by Power Bracelet. Could have been very well on Western Death Mountain. GG doing some combat here against these blue dark nuts. Level 6 is wide and could very well... Hi, Patra!
Patrick cares not about your red ring there.
So somebody in chat's asking if they're blocked from completing levels 2 and 4. Level 2 was ladder blocked, but we got the wand out of there, so that lowers the priority of getting out of level 2 at this point. Level 4, we now know based on RedBirdGrad. We haven't seen it from TGE, he hasn't gotten the compass, but RedBirdGrad knows he needs the bow in order to get the Triforce. And I think RedBirdGrad soon will be making his way to the desert push block here, so both of these runners will be in 6 at about the same time.
Now, of course, with 8 bombs, there's bombs on the floor. That's just how it works.
Randomizer knows. Possible staircase room here for TG, so he's going to try to clear it. Both of our runners now with the red rings, so now you get into tank mode.
Redbird ducks out of that Patra room a little more quickly.
Yeah, he wants nothing to do with that Patra at this point.
Until proven otherwise, that is an unnecessary room.
TGE takes care of that room up on the top, which turns out to be, sadly, an unnecessary room. Now for this room, the same.
6 is a big place.
6 is an evil place. What are you talking about? Six is evil in Randomizer, and it's evil in speedruns. Nice triple kill there for TGE. No results out of that. So apparently the system is down. And that's a room that would never have a drop.
Yeah.
As it looks like RedBirdGrad is now heading to the west side of this 6. And TG's one room away from the Triforce.
Huh. I'm not going to say that out loud, but
there it is on the floor. Does TGE bail? No, he does not.
This far in, he's really probably desperate to find that bow, and probably feels a little pot committed. And could it be here?
The item? It is, but it's not what we want. It's the boomerang. 7 or 8. And RedBirdGrad now heading for the Triforce. We'll see how long it takes for TGE to get over to that room on the bottom left. It's a possibility that RedBirdGrad could save himself a few seconds in this level if he's able to, if TGE chooses the wrong path.
There's just no good way to that Triforce room, apparently.
Yeah, and you gotta spend keys to get there. Yeah, it looks like TG is setting himself up to go in the wrong direction of this 6. There's the Triforce for RedBirdGrad. So RedBirdGrad at this point knows it's 7 or 8.
TG, in fact, taking a staircase that we didn't see on Redbird's side. And he's going to retake it looks like.
I don't want to deal with this Patra, although this Patra's doing its great defense. Alright, RedBirdGrad probably fluting to 1. So he can go back into 8. He's still got to get this Triforce out of 8, so if this turns out to be the bow, we probably see TGE digging 7 to come up empty.
Yeah. Could still be on that Mugger Room Island over here that we couldn't explore with TGE after he opened it up. Redbird, with more than enough money, though, will probably check it out.
Yep. There he is spending the 54 rupees. He does have the 8 bombs. TGE seeing the boomerang. And you know he's serious. He is not spending the time to pick up that boomerang. So both runners now know it's in 7 or 8.
Redbird getting an accidental heart, and this is a potential item right here.
It is not a push block.
And that
is
the room.
The transport staircase is only going to be to one room on the very top left. How rude, game.
Yep.
7 for TGE, 8 for RedBirdGrad. One of these two will find the bow. If you're rooting for TGE, you're hoping the bow is in 7. If you're rooting for RedBirdGrad, you want this bow to be found in 8. He has to dig it to get to this Triforce. TGE finding the bomb upgrade, but with only one bomb, he would love to have those 121 rupees.
Oh, hey, Goma.
Spends his final bomb, so he cannot force. The items that are still remain, the bow, the any key, the red candle. Oh boy. And the white sword is the other item. Oh boy. Looks like RedBirdGrad's going to try to do a block clip so he can avoid this Triforce.
Yeah. The Triforce can only be in an item room if there's an open stair, right? Not a push block. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's a lot of key doors.
Yep, this is what would be the, at this stage, the 2-door Monty.
He's been to the left, though. He just died over there to a manhandle before getting to see the final room in the bottom left-hand corner.
Oh, this is a fun room. Trying to soften up these whiz robes. TGE out of bombs in 7. Trying to farm.
Has he
for the money for the bomb upgrade?
I feel like he hasn't even seen a bomb shop either.
Yeah, because that was the southwest corner.
Yeah, like, and Redbird found another one somewhere, so it wasn't the rare shop, but that's the only one we've seen. Like, I think he's the only one that we've seen have one.
Yeah. RedBirdGrad clearing this room just in case it's a key, which it is. That's not going to be a staircase.
Yeah, so back here to the right, look, I think there was like a Goma push block type situation that he did not check. I don't know if there was a shutter door or what.
TGE 115 rupees. Needs 121 for the bomb upgrade.
So there's nothing in the right-hand side for Redbird. I don't think that was an intentional recorder usage by TGE.
No, I definitely don't think so. RedBirdGrad out of bombs. That is a
yeah, it's
nasty
time to use a key
setup.
there. Time to use a key there. I know you don't want to use 2 keys to get back to the Triforce, but I don't know what choice he had there.
TG finding a staircase here. It's a transport staircase that is not what we're looking for. And it takes you to their 2-room section.
And he can't get back from there.
Single block. And a Goma!
So it's not the bow there.
TGE sticking around in this 7. Good clock there for RedBirdGrad. Doesn't get any hearts out of it. TGE getting the money for the bomb upgrade. And it's +3, but it replenishes his bombs, which is the most important part.
In this bottom left-hand corner, there is a manhandler, which I know is not what Redbird wants to see.
I think
given
those...
his current situation.
Oh,
but
here we go. that's the other transport staircase. Okay, diamond block room. No!
It's the key.
Any key for RedBirdGrad. The bow is in 7.
Wow.
Which means the red candle and the white sword are in level 8. Or rather 9. So now if TGE abandons this play in 7, that could be huge as well. Because this has been a long path for TGE to try to find this.
Yeah, I feel like at this point, he's going to stay here unless, he dies or runs out of the ability to progress. Like, I don't think he's going to leave of his own volition at this point.
We are all tied up on Triforce counts. RedBirdGrad knows he's got to get back to 7. And by the way, RedBirdGrad, if he does stumble across that bomb upgrade room in 7, will have enough rupees at 122.
That is true, unless he finds the bow first and starts using arrows indiscriminately. But
well, if he finds the bow, he's out of here.
Exactly. Yeah, and point made in chat that, level 9...
And here's the bomb upgrade for RedBirdGrad. This is going to be perfect.
Yeah, like level 9... The key situation could be big.
Absolutely. This is nuts. TGE, a win, puts him in the semifinals. RedBirdGrad needs this to force a winner-takes-all Game 3.
One thing's for sure, Redbird is certainly making much quicker work of his level 7 exploration with this any key.
He knows that can't be
it. A lot of gomas.
Yeah, and that's why I'm worried about TGE. He might worry that the bow is not here at some point and go back to 8 with the amount of gomas that we've seen here.
Here's a potential push block.
It's
not that. Wow.
It's not. But this is it.
There's the staircase.
TGE
south and east at this point to try to make up as much time as possible, or save as much time as possible.
I don't think the bomb walls are going to help him out, but TGE getting the bow out of 7. Now it's off to finish off levels 2 and 4. But that any key could still loom large. We don't know how 9's going to be. We don't know how the rest of level 2's going to be.
Yeah, I mean, I don't feel like there's anything that could be in level 2 that would, unless it's just, unless it requires 6 keys to get to the Triforce.
And, I mean, that's still a possibility. We've seen some rather rough levels in this tournament before. Thing with TGE is he's going to be forced over to that left side where that Goma is, and he's going to try to kill him first before he takes a look at that northern side. So he's going to get this Triforce out of 4 by stumbling into it, pretty much.
Yeah, Redbird's going to take this staircase and realize he has no way back.
Yep, he's going to have to do an up and A. There's the Triforce for TGE. And RedBirdGrad realizing that there's nothing he could do in this 7, he's going to have to do an up and A. The area that RedBirdGrad needs to be is, I believe, 3 from the bottom under the dash in level 7.
Yeah, he's trying everything he can to get to the right there.
He's going to kill this room because he thinks this is a push block room. It's not going to be, but we don't know that at that stage. So here's a key door here for TGE. So he's down to 1 key, and he's going to be oh, no, never mind. There's the Triforce, but 1 key for TGE going into level 9.
That's not a lot of keys.
No. And there are cases...
Whether or not it's enough remains to be seen.
There are cases where it could help you out, but there's a case where it could hinder you. And this is a small 9.
Redbird going the wrong way here. He was the one in that 1 room away spot. And he turned
Zelda
left.
found.
Wow, that's quick.
Hey, Aquinus waits with a Triforce.
That's awful kind of him.
1 room to the north is where RedBirdGrad needs to be.
He's feeling the doom and fate of that bottom right-hand corner, though, so I can totally get it.
TGE scouting around, trying to hear if he could... Or trying to see if he could hear the roar. Here's RedBirdGrad. He's going to get this bow now, if the manhandler doesn't stop getting in his way. There's the bow.
There finally.
Alright, RedBirdGrad's gonna have to clean up here levels 4 and 2 fast, but this is not a done deal. Yes, TGE found the first part of this, but...
Yeah. Ganon on wood sword. No keys. I mean, I've kind of funky shaped level 9.
And there's gonna be a lot of solid walls in this level 9 too, and a lot of holes here, which means you might be forced to take key doors. Who knows?
If there are any in here. I haven't even seen any yet.
This 9's got jokes at this point. Thing is, RedBirdGrad's gonna have to watch his rupee count.
Yep, that was definitely what was taking place in that room.
Look at what we have here. TGE has used his last key.
Yep, and Redbird got a couple of rupees, so he should be good to take down Goma now.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, bad result there for TGE. And the thing is, TGE doesn't have the rupees to buy any keys at this point.
Yep.
We'll have to see if TGE chooses to do any Kanana keys, but that's dependent on having a shutter door nearby. RedBirdGrad is probably about 45 seconds away from getting into 9.
Yeah, if he can execute the quick level 2, which, I mean, shouldn't be hard. It's, you know, right next door.
Yeah, it forces you in there. Key door to the north. And you can't Kanana key this one. Key door to the north, but this one you can Kanana key. And roar!
Wow.
And that's Ganon!
Oh, wow.
TGE. The other thing is, he's going to have to do that Kanana key every time he takes a death if he is unable to stay alive. RedBirdGrad heading to the right. There it is. And look at this. A beautiful stun lock for TGE. And up and A. And TGE is one step away from getting a return trip, maybe against Side-Town, like he did back in 2019. He has now defeated RedBirdGrad. TGE is in the semifinals. Official race time 1:12:44. All right. RedBirdGrad inside of this level 9. TGE, welcome in.
Wow. That's all I can say is wow. Like, I think there was like, what was this, an hour and 14 minutes or whatever it was? I'm pretty sure for like 30 minutes of this seed, I did not have a bomb in my inventory.
And TGE, the big difference, you went to 7, RedBirdGrad went to 8. Any key was an 8, Bo was in 7.
Yeah, this seed was screaming that, you know, the Gomas were a key there, and as you can see, they blocked the Triforce in level 4. The only thing they actually blocked in this seed. But it got to the point where it got to 6, and it's like, well, I've got 1 item in 7 and 1 item in 8. Let's just, like I said on Sunday, let's just go for the memes and hit 7 again.
And RedBirdGrad is now joining us here, and GG's to you.
I guess unmuting is helpful. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it.
As we were just saying a moment ago, you went to 8, TG went to 7, and that was the difference.
Makes sense to me. I would make the same play again over and over and over.
You were the first one to see the item, and 8 turned out to be the any key. We were wondering if that any key was going to be anything important. At TGE, like it did against Fred, the Kanana key saves your behind.
Yeah, who Kanana keys into Ganon, by the way?
Who Kanana keys into Ganon with 1.5 hearts, knowing that if you died again, you had the Kanana key again?
At least it was Zols. Zols are easy to Kanana key off of.
Well, yeah. But your overall thoughts on the seed here. Let's start with RedBirdGrad.
I mean, it was fine. It was a typical either find the bow or find the silvers type seed, and it happened to be the bow this time. There's no way I'm walking into 7 after 7's a free Triforce 1 or 2 rooms in.
Yeah.
Until the very end. Like, there's no reason to, I don't think.
Mm-hmm. And the thing that was screaming, we were worried about so much in that level 7 was TGE. We were worried that you were going to see all those Gomas blocking potential staircase rooms and abandon that 7. But you stuck with it.
I mean, at that point, like I've said in so many other of these races, when I've made moves like this is I've committed myself to that dungeon, and I'm not abandoning it until I know for a fact, 100%, that I am blocked in some way.
All right, now we're going to give out a little bit of a spoiler right now. So if you are wanting to watch the other match that took place a few minutes ago, mute your headphones for the next 30 seconds. TGE.
Am I getting my rematch from 2019?
You're getting a rematch from 2019 in the semifinals, you and Sci-Town. Your thoughts, quickly.
I mean, the last time Ty and I played a best of 3, if you haven't, by the way, go back, find them on I think we're on all the speed gaming stuff here, for the 2019 tournament, GDQ Light Flags. I think between all 3 games, the total margin of victory between everybody was like a total of 3 minutes or something. It was absolutely insane. And I called them out. I said I wanted Sci-Town back in Swiss, jokingly, partially to avenge the loss from 2019. Now we're in the semifinals of the tournament. Sci-Town is probably the player playing the absolute best level of randomizer I've seen throughout the entire tournament. And honestly, like, you'd have to be crazy to be like, no, give me that person. And I'm over here like, no, let's do it. This is going to be fun. Because, worst case scenario, hey, I lose. I'm using the guy who's not necessarily the best randomizer player, but the guy playing the best right now. And that, to me, that's Sci-Town. And honestly, it's going to be fun no matter what. Like, hey, if I win, cool, I'm in the finals. If I lose, how the heck did I make it this far anyway?
And over here to RedBirdGrad, it is a shame to see you go, but it's been a real joy having you back playing Zelda 1 Randomizer with us again after such a little bit of a time that you spent away from this, taking care of your family and whatnot. Anything you want to say as you make your exit out of this tournament?
No, had a lot of fun. The cool thing about this tournament was that I got to play in the Swiss and then now with Tej in the brackets, like some of my best friends in Z1R. Like, it wasn't just, people of the community and stuff like that I met over the years. They're like legit best friends of the streams, right? Like, and to cap it off with Tej, and Tej, good luck to you in the future in this tourney. Like, it's really cool to have that happen, right? Just to get the matchups that really you want in the tournament. That was fun.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah, thank you. And
can I comment on how many fairies are dropping right now?
I hit a switch on my keyboard.
Yeah, no, and to echo what Redbird said, I mean, absolutely, like to play the people, like we've had so many new people come into the tournament throughout this entire year, through the past couple of years, and that's great. It's made the tournament so much fun. But like Redbird said, you get into this, and you end up playing with these races with a lot of different people, and come tournament time, you never really end up racing them. The people you sort of like quote unquote grew up playing Randomizer with, if I can use that term. And this tournament has been absolutely fantastic for that. Just not even counting the brackets, the people I got to play in Swiss. Talking about people who've been playing this for a while. I played against Jay Coper, Trails, Antlers, Cantaloupe, and here in brackets, Fred and Redbird. Like, those are like I learned how to play Randomizer watching most of those people. I commentated the first Randomizer tournament watching most of you guys. So to me, to sit here and be able to play heads-up matches against all of you is fantastic to me.
I have a lot of stock in the fact that my first match of this Swiss round was against you, RedBirdGrad, and sure. I always enjoyed the idea of going up against you, and we both had quite a crazy race ourselves, with both of us shaking off our rust as it was, but I'm glad to see you back at least in the community and playing this.
Oh yeah, I'm not going to pass up a tournament. I mean, everybody that puts these on, especially Krim at the top, I mean, they put so much work into this that it's hard to stun lock and talk at the same time. Hold on. I swear to God, like it's very difficult to do that, guys.
All right, so what you've learned, don't stun lock and drive, everybody.
Don't stun lock and drive, folks. Yeah. No, like, I mean,
you need to make sure you know a good insurance agent, right?
That's right. You have no idea how much work that goes into these things, and anytime that I get the chance to find some flags I like pretty much anything, it's going to take a lot for me not to play a tournament like this. So, had some fun, and thank you to everybody who put it together.
Well, in that case, we need to have another tournament coming up here next year to put you back into this game.
For sure, man. It's all about having fun, right? We're playing video games, guys. That's the end of the story, right? We're having a lot of fun here.
Well, I can hear in the background, so GG's. I guess you got your stun luck after all.
I did. Well, I mean, I broke it, and then I got it. What was in 3?
You recovered with your knowledge of how to fight Ganon, right? That's the real answer.
What was in 3? That's what I want to know.
The book.
That was the book, remember?
Oh, I didn't mark it. God dang it. Okay.
It was Red Candle and White Sword in 9.
Okay, that makes sense.
Nice red ring on the coast, by the way.
Yeah, so when I saw that, so here's what stinks, right? So in brackets, I've learned the flags as I've gone through. So like, I'm like taking all that knowledge into this seed right here, and I'm like, oh my god, red ring is raft blocked. That doesn't mean anything, because I was told that a level could still be... So like, I have things swirling in my head as I'm going through of what I've learned from the past seeds.
So what's funny is as soon as, like, I didn't have mic on, obviously, but as soon as I saw the red ring, the first words out of my mouth were, okay, Redbird's been into this one before. Is he going to think this is the block, or is he going to keep searching for block places?
The next place I went was the push block in the forest. So
yeah, pretty much
like,
for me.
There's no way I'm going to think that.
Yeah, you had that red ring probably about 15-20 minutes before RedBirdGrad did.
Well, I mean, I had to do something because the seed did not want to give me bombs no matter how hard I tried.
Yeah,
and said Instead, it gave you a red ring. And by the way, compliments to both of you having just enough rupees to buy that bomb upgrade in 7.
Jeez.
I know
Well,
TGE had to fish around for rupees to get it, but
The combo of 8 and 1, I feel like I had 2 keys short to complete both dungeons. So I'm like, I'm going to take my key from 8 after that death, go finish 1 so I can flute back to 1 when I get a couple more keys for 8. Like, it was ridiculous the decisions you had to make on keys. I don't know if you had the same thing, T, but I had no idea.
I mean, I had to Kanana key into Ganon, so yes, my keys were awful all seed.
Yeah.
Unlike last seed where we had like 20 of them.
But then, like, you know, when I'm doing cleanup, right, the Triforce was so early in 7, I had probably 12 rooms left of 8. I'm like, I'm going to go finish 8, get the second. There's no reason not to go get that second item out of there. That's why I made that that decision.
Oh, no, I can 100% agree with you on that. Like, I got the ladder out of 8, got the Triforce, and I'm like, I probably have half the dungeon left. So it's like, half the dungeon of 8, I've seen 3 rooms in 7. I can see both sides of it. I'm like, you got to weigh it and make the decision. Split second, really.
Yeah, if it's one item left and I've got 12 rooms left over one dungeon that I've only seen a few rooms, there's no way I'm going back to like just none. I have no problem losing that way because I think I made the correct decision based on my side of things, right? It's not what yours was, but based on my decision point.
Oh yeah, if I have 12 rooms left in a level 8 or a full level 7, 95% of the time I'm in agreement with you. I'm going to that 8.
Right, for sure. And I didn't pull try the first time, but even if I had, I think I still make that play. But I saw where the Triforce room was. Like, I knew where it was.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, you and I, in talking outside of this before this race, I think we both, you expressed the desire to one and done dungeons. And, you know, your plays in 3 and 7 early on obviously pointed to that. Early Triforces, let's leave everything else behind and hope we don't have to come back to it sort of situation.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I liked having that Triforce out of 3 because I couldn't do anything in 4, so that gave me a recorder point too. So I had a recorder point from 3 and 7 after that try. So I'm like, okay, I got the center done, I got the right done, I'll go do 8 and 1. Now I got one in the northwest. Like, all my paired dungeons out of recorder.
They're all paired off, yeah.
Yeah, so
8 of the 9 dungeons were right next to each other.
Right. Now it's just make the correct decision based on the seed. And once I found 6, I'm like, I'm going to finish 6 all the way through because then I can go back on the paired dungeons. And that's what I'm saying. I have no problem losing this one because I think I made the correct decisions. It's just it ended up being 7 and not 8.
Yeah, you really can't be too disappointed in the way the seed played out. Yeah, I'm sure you probably wish you didn't die after getting that final hit on that Gliok in 1, but...
When I saw it was the heart, though, I mean, that's all the information I needed.
Yeah, because we noticed you didn't go back to kill it, which was said enough right there, and you already knew that was not the item drop for level 1. And anyway, we said that you pretty much didn't care about the heart at that stage.
No, the only thing that I wanted was that door open on the right. That was the only negative about it, is that door closed again. So I had to go all the way around, but other than that, it was no big deal to die there.
Mm-hmm. And also the way that things worked out, it helped Jimmy open that door that had the map in there, too.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, everything... You always get that butterfly effect, right? Something happens, and then all of a sudden, like, 5 things later happen because of that one death or turn left or whatever it was. So, yeah, had fun, guys. And thank you very much for doing the commentary and taking your night up. And, Tej, like I said, go win this thing, man.
I mean, at this point, that's the plan.
Right?
Like, you're in top 4 now. It's like, okay, like, that's the plan. Let's just go. Although... the other remaining people are insane. Like, we already spoiled who I'm going to be going up against. And you look at the other side of the bracket, you're either getting Fury or Homer, and then add a Genos or random effect. Like,
yeah, right.
Wow!
Yeah. I mean, and don't discount yourself. You're a heavy hitter in this too, and they're looking at you going the same thing. You haven't lost in what, a month and a half or something? Like,
I mean, if you don't count the 2 second places in the group of 4s, my only loss in this tournament was week 2 to Cobra.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
and that was only by a bomb wall.
Yeah, because I didn't bomb up.
Yeah. So you're 100% gonna win this thing. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. I put my money on you.
At this point, I like starting the tournament. Like, okay, like I wasn't even gonna play in the tournament. Then we had some late entries. Like, okay, cool. We'll make the numbers even, so we're not having to buy. And then I'm like, okay, cool. I just want to get to top 32. And then you do that. Okay, cool. I want to play Fred. All right, let's play Fred. Oh, oh wait, oh it's Redbird. All right, no, I want to get there. Now it's like, all right, now I'm in top 4. Like, okay, now let's just win this thing.
They can just win it, yeah.
Well, the good news is my kids are out of school Thursday, so I have no more like games to schedule or anything, and they're stoked that they get dad back at night. So
You're welcome, children.
right?
Although we do hope to get you back in the booth at least once more in this tournament, though, RedBirdGrad, because you dispense a lot of great knowledge in this.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, I'll definitely jump in the booth whenever is needed and necessary. So for sure.
Let's give it up for both of our competitors here, RedBirdGrad and the Greenleaf Effect.
All right, thank you guys. I'm going to take off. Later, guys.
Yeah, I'm also going to head out of here because work comes early.
Yes, it does. And we're going to go ahead and sign off here in just a moment, but the other side of that bracket still needs to be figured out. Adaginos versus Random Effect, game 1 of that best-of-3 series taking place tomorrow, 10 p.m., with the expert commentary of JSR and Krim, and then the other quarterfinal series, Fury SK versus Homer J Smash, taking place a couple of nights from now, Thursday night, beginning at 8:30 p.m. Liquid?
Yes, sir.
Well, I know this probably was a little different than what you're used to doing on your professional level, but I hope you had fun.
Oh, it was a blast. I've always loved doing this. I just don't get the opportunities to do it so much anymore. 6 days in a row, every other week, more or less.
But you love doing what you do.
Of the year, I'm blowing my voice out at baseball games, but I appreciate this opportunity to do that and to get to call a race between one TGE who he's talking about the old guys and Redbird, who is absolutely one of my favorite people in this entire community.
But
and I don't just mean Zelda, I mean like Twitch and the internet in general.
Yeah,
just a grade A dude. But like him, it's fun when we have these chances to get away, and I'm pretty sure my daughter feels the same way his sons do. So I'm thrilled to get this opportunity, and it's the bottom of the hour, so we should probably send the folks home happy, huh?
absolutely. But you wouldn't trade anything for the world with what you do outside of this, so we'll just leave it at that. It's been fun.
Like something else that pays better, right?
Yes, absolutely. Like RedBirdGrad's files names say, it's been fun. Big thank you to Kamian Rangokai for doing the tracking, clicking the buttons, making the icons appear, and also thank you for everyone behind the scenes. I'm Adirondack Rick, and I'll let Liquid Husband say the final word here on Speed Gaming 2.
Well, I appreciate that, Rick. It's been an honor tonight. Thanks to everyone here on Speed Gaming 2, my favorite restream channel for the Zelda 1 Randomizer tournament. Thank you all. We will see you all again soon, and have a great night.